My name is Jim Boyer. I'm a mechanical engineer. I work at RMD Engineering in Saskatoon. The project was an emergency use ventilator, or what everybody shortened it down to, an EUV. It was a device that was meant to support people that required external ventilation and external pressure on your lungs during COVID.
The pandemic was a very challenging time for everyone.
When my daughter, who's an emergency room nurse, emailed and said, "Dad, this pandemic is real. You need to send your people home. You need to get them away, separated, so that this doesn't spread, because nobody really knows what's happening, and there aren't enough ventilators in the world." And as a good father, I went and heard what I wanted to hear was, oh my God, we need emergency use ventilators. Everybody needs to come to work and build ventilators. That's how we got into making the first ventilator.
It was a lot of fear and anxiety around the unknown of how this pandemic was going to play out.
The biggest challenge to this was tying all of the medical requirements together with the emergency requirements, all of the standards and things that had to be there for it to be used on a person.
There was lots of inspirational stories that came from it as well. It was almost like a wartime effort.
From the time we got her email, I think it was a Wednesday night, we had a meeting the next day, Thursday, and Sunday night we had a working prototype. Those first few days were just crazy, because you can imagine there's 50 different moving parts to make a ventilator simple and functional and work. And like I said, after 3 days, we had a working prototype that we then could show the province and the health authority.
Great story of how engineers could, quickly use their expertise, their ingenuity to solve a real problem that society had.
Suzanne Cresta is probably the biggest partner we had. And if you ask Suzanne what did she do, she'll put her hands up and go, "I didn't do anything." And she was the dean of the College of Engineering at the time. She said, "You really should be talking to somebody else, like a mechanic. I'm a chemical engineer, Jim. I don't know anything." And I said, "What I need you to do is come in and be very critical of our process. I need you to look at our process, what we're doing and how we're doing it, because I need to talk to the Dean of the College of Medicine, and I need to talk to the province, and I can't do that without credibility." That's what she gave us. That's introducing us to all the other partners. Without her, none of this would have happened.
I thought this project, this development of these ventilators in very short order to respond to this need was just very inspirational.
We were the first ones in North America as a private company to design, build, manufacture, get something certified, and sell it.
Someone that had the expertise and ability to quickly develop something that there was a very big need for.
On day 42, we ended up getting approval that yes, your device is now certified by third party as an emergency use ventilator. We found out that the only people that actually beat us in North America did it in 39 days. We found out it was Jet Propulsion Labs, or NASA, and that they were working with Johns Hopkins University and the FDA, all as this massive entity that was developing this. In England, there was a group that did it in 34 days. Ultimately, they never manufactured one, and that was Dyson's group of company that have 12 billion pound research and development budget.
As engineers, we're typically natural problem solvers. When there's an issue, we want to kind of leap into action and do what we can to solve that problem. So it was a really good example of that.
The biggest benefit, the biggest thing that you can use in our company out of this is that knowledge of the people that got to work on it, that realization of, oh my God, there is nothing I can't do. So it's one thing for a company to put that on their advertising. It's a completely different thing for the employees of a company that are engineers and scientists and tradespeople to know without a shadow of a doubt, there is nothing I can't make.
I think having these made in Saskatchewan ventilators is an excellent choice for this award.
It is something that we will definitely want other people to look at and go, wow, that's a cool company. We want to go to Saskatchewan and get other cool companies there, because this company is the way it is because we're from Saskatchewan.
Thank you to the team at RMD Engineering for developing these made in Saskatchewan ventilators, and congratulations on this exceptional project award.
Thank you for acknowledging what we did. Thank you for thinking that that's important for the rest of the world to know. Otherwise, it would still be sitting on a shelf, not going anywhere, not telling people, and not telling the world that this is it. This is where things happen. This is Saskatchewan.
And congratulations on winning the APEGS Exceptional Project Award.
Thank you very much for the nomination. It means a lot when somebody from the engineering community calls us out for doing something good. Much appreciated.